Hi Libras, it's Jill and welcome to Tarot by the Sea. Libra is my lovely moon sign. You guys are almost always the last ones that I do. I do it in kind of order of who watches. And you guys are always near the bottom, so I always have to wait for my reading. I tend to resonate with my Libra sign more than my Pisces sign, which is my sun sign. And I don't know what my rising is. So, but yeah, so I always have to wait for my reading. It's so unfair. Right, Libra, what's going on with us? What's going on with us? I love this because I can't read for myself. A lot of readers can't, and it's because your ego gets in the way. But when you're reading for other people, and it's really strange because it's like when I'm reading for you guys, I can feel the energy coming back, but when I'm reading for myself, I don't feel any energy because it's already my energy. So yeah, it's really, really odd. So anyway, this is your reading from the 14th to the 20th of November 2017. And we'll see how we go. You've got a lot of pentacles sitting on the top of your deck. So as I'm shuffling, I'm getting a lot of pentacles. So Libra, 14th to the 20th of November 2017, please. Using the Gilded Tarot, if you can see that, Gilded Tarot, Chiro Marchetti, and Wisdom of the Oracle cards if I need them. Haven't shuffled those. Right, here we go. My back's killing me now. I've been reading all day, so I've been sitting in this chair all day. When the cards come up but they don't come out, when they're kind of sitting on the top but they don't come out, it kind of means they're having an influence on the deck. They're having an influence on the reading, but not enough to come out. But quite often they do, but they just come out in a different place from when I originally started shuffling, so they're not the first card, they're the fourth card or something. Okay, right. The cards are starting to fall out in droves now. But they're not falling out singly. Nine of Pentacles coming up a lot. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. You're getting a lot of Pentacles cards. Lot of Pentacles cards. My guides are sitting there, and it's like I can kind of sense them, and they're kind of sitting, going, right, she's got to say what we tell her. She's got to pick up what we're telling her before we let her have any cards. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Lots of Pentacles. Yes, it's about money. It's not just about money. It's about stability and security and all that stuff. Yes, I know. What else? What else am I supposed to be saying? What are you supposed to be saying, Libra? Is there someone you should be saying something to? Ten of Wands in reverse. Ooh, hello. There you go. That's what you were supposed to. Yeah. That's what I was supposed to say to you. Is there something you're supposed to be telling someone, Libra? Four of Swords in reverse. Page of Wands. Oh, Page of Wands is nice now. Right this second. He's lovely. Six of Swords. Isn't that bizarre? It's like it's all Pentacles cards coming up. And so far, 4 cards out of 6, none of them are Pentacles cards, but they were all sitting on the top. Yeah, 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Not a single Pentacle in the whole reading. But they were all sitting on the top. And as I'm saying that, there's more Pentacles cards sitting on the top. Why are there no Pentacles cards? Because it's not about the money. It's about... Yeah, Page of Pentacles keeps coming up. 9 of Wands keeps coming up. but they're not coming out. An Ace of Swords. And again, Page of Pentacles is on the bottom. That is so bizarre. But it's the Page of Pentacles, so it's talking about you, all right? I know you're not an earth sign, but it is about the money at the moment. It's about that stability and security and everything else. But it's the Page of Pentacles. It's new. It's like you're starting at the bottom. You're not even, for me, this is kind of the precursor of the Nine of Pentacles, where you're kind of successful financially and independent. And this is kind of the young energy of that happens before that. And you have this Two of Pentacles too underneath it. So it's that kind of stage of you've gone from, he's got one pentacle and he's got two pentacles, but he's juggling. So maybe it's taking a, maybe you're quite financially okay, all right? You're not the Nine of Pentacles yet, you're the Page. You're not the Knight, you're not the Queen, you're not the King. You're kind of, you're not at the bottom, because that'd be Five of Pentacles, I suppose. So you're kind of up there, you know, you're kind of up amongst the, you're all right. You're not struggling, you're okay. But you're trying to just move up to this second pentacle. But it's taking a lot of juggling to do it, and you're learning that energy of the pentacles. You're learning Pentacles energy. Okay, this is new for you, and you're getting there. You're quite good at it. You've got your rainbow. You've got one in hand already, and the other one is kind of, you're manifesting it. If you look at his hand, it's like he's manifesting this extra pentacle. He's creating it out of fire and air and water, because the sun shining through would have to be water in order to make a rainbow. So you would have the sun and the water, and you've got the earth, and you've got the air behind it, you've got the sky. It's kind of the magician just manifests, you know. He has these four things and he just manifests. But you're manifesting, but it's taking work. And it's Pentacles energy, so it's slow. That's your overview. Okay, that's your overview. So then you have, for the rest of your reading, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Did I do this bit? I might have done this bit. I can't remember. We'll do it again really, really quickly. Ten of Wands in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse, in the upright. Ace of Swords in the upright, but that's a kind of extra card. Six of Swords in the upright. Four of Cups in the reverse, and Five of Cups in the reverse. Right, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to do those four cards. And these three cards. Is that the right way around? No, that goes there too. You got it right. Okay, now we've got it. We had that bit. Okay, the bit about juggling and pentacles and stuff like that. Okay, all these other cards on the top here are saying the same thing, right? And it makes perfect sense to me with my Libra moon. Okay, you're coming out of this feeling of being overburdened. You're coming out of this rest and recuperation phase. You're coming out of this Four of Cups energy, where it's like you're not interested in anything. Okay, you're being offered stuff you don't care. You're coming out of this Five of Cups, crying over spilt milk, stressing about something else. You're taking the lessons that you've learned and you're moving on actively to something else. Okay, you have your Page of Wands. This is going to be a really quick reading. You have your Page of Wands. It's new. dynamic energy, okay? You have your Page of Pentacles. So you're focusing on your money, but okay, no, wrong way around. Okay. You have a choice. You have a choice. Okay. You have passion. Nope. Passion. Right? Or money. Do you go fast? Do you go slow? What do? These guys aren't looking at each other, and that's the way that it came out. They're not looking at each other. So you have a choice. You have this passionate new start, or you have your money. And you've got the Ace of Swords. Now, I heard this for the first time today. No, I'd never heard anyone say this before about the Ace of Swords. It's a new start, but it's a challenging new start. And this is a challenging new start. You're trying, you're working on that second pentacle, but it's not like the Magician. Your ships are coming in, but you don't know how long they're going to take. Okay, you have the Moon. There are things that you don't know. It's illuminated though, it's a full moon, okay, and it kind of looks like daylight as well, which is really odd. So you have your moon, so you have your wisdom, okay. I'm seeing this as kind of like that Pisces water sign energy, where you're kind of connected to spirit or whatever you want to call it. You're manifesting something, you're waiting for your ships to come in, and you're doing something that you love. You have this dolphin, which is quite playful, okay? You may be cutting yourself off from people a little bit. You may be going inside and using your own wisdom. Maybe you're meditating a lot, that kind of thing. However, it's the 9. It's a 9. So you're coming... Is it the 9? Yeah, it's a 9. You're coming out of that period. This one kind of goes with the others. Coming out of that isolated, not interested kind of feeling of shutting yourself off. You're coming out of this this 9 of Swords. Okay, you're coming out of this 9 of Swords. This sleepless nights, these worries, these anxieties. You're coming out of. Oh my good Lord. Oh my good Lord, people, this is awesome. Right? For some of you, it's a new relationship coming in because you have the King of Swords and you have the Queen of Swords. And you are an air sign, okay? So you have the Knight of Swords, you have the King of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. For some of you, that is your challenging new start. Is this new relationship. Look, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the 2 of Swords, you have the King of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. So for some of you, this is, and yeah, for some of you, but when I put the card down, it went down with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So if you're the Queen of Swords, no, because you have this Swords energy. I'm saying you have the 2 of Swords, you haven't got, you've got 2 of Pentacles. Okay, gotcha. Some of you, okay, you have the choice. So remember, you had the Pentacles, you had the money or the passion, okay? For some of you, you have sword action with the King of Swords. I will leave that to your imagination. You're grown-ups, I'm sure you can work it out. Or you're manifesting your money. If you are the Queen of Swords, some of you are in the upright and you're deciding to play sword games with the King of Swords. And some of you, oh, wrong way around. I'll do it this way and then I can look. Some of you are deciding not to play sword games with the King of Swords. King of Swords is a bit of a lech, I think. And you are going to be this wonderful, independent lady with her pentacles in her garden, and you are going to grow from this Page of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles and it's all going to be beautiful and wonderful. But for those of you who are with the King of Swords, be aware that there may be a Mrs. Queen of Swords, because we have our third party situation card. But it could also be that if you are Nine of Pentacles, maybe you're just out with your friends having a really, really good time. We're 15 minutes in. I like that. I like that reading. You're nice and easy to read for today, Libra. Thank you. I'll do you an extra one. I'm going to do your Wisdom of the Oracles card reading for being so easy to read for. You're the only one who's stuck to the 10 to 15 minute rule. So we're going to blow it out the water and carry on anyway. Right, okay. 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle card for my gorgeous Libras, for being so easy to read for and wonderful. And that's from the 14th to the 20th of November 2017. Come on. 3 cards for Libra, please. You're getting the Pisces card coming up a lot. Whoop, first card. Poised. So you've come out of that wonderful, like, well, not wonderful, traumatic state of affairs that you were in. And you've come out of the not caring, and you've come out of the sleepless nights, and you've come out of the being overwhelmed, and you've come out of all those things that you've come out of. And bloody good for you, quite honestly, because it's been a hell of a year. And some of you are focusing on your pennies, and some of you are focusing on your King of Swords. Come on. 2 more cards, please. Yeah, Pisces. Pisces in reverse card. Pisces is my sun sign as well. It's always worth looking at your sun and your moon cards. Got Virgo in here as well. Showing up loads as I'm shuffling. Chaos and conflict as well. Come to the edge. Coming up a lot too. Here, come to the edge again. Soulmate card. 1 more card, come on. Yeah, imagine. Right. Top of the deck, you've got no regeneration, which is 10 card. So maybe you're at the end of something, but it's no regeneration, it's regeneration in reverse. Okay, so it could, oh God, it's one of those. When I read these cards, if they're in reverse, it could go either way. Okay, so you have regeneration, which is what it sounds like. Okay, it could be, this could be to do with the decision about Pentacles and Swords, okay, the King of Swords, or the Pentacles, or the Page of Wands, or the Page of, do you know what I mean? I've just said it. It's 10 o'clock at night, I'm really tired now. If you haven't seen these cards before, I will try and show you them, okay. You have regeneration, which has got this tree, which has its own unique beauty, okay. It's not like any other tree, and that is you, Libra, okay. You're not like any other tree. You do it your own way, and it's all about balance for you, okay. Now, this is about, it can go either way. So it could be that this tree is growing, okay. It's growing in its own way. It's got its light coming in, it's got its air, and it's got all this fiery passion in the bottom. So if this King of Swords floats your boat, okay, there could be all this passion and all this, like, just starlight and wonderful things, and everything's beautiful, and it's growing in its own little way, and it's wonderful. Or it could be that the ground is so infertile that this poor little tree is completely deformed and you have all this acid rain on it and everything else. And you're just like, oh my good God. Okay. That's on the bottom of your deck. Underneath it, you've got Truth Be Told as well. And I think for most of you, there's no regeneration with this, because it's like this guy, he's very focused, but there's no love there. You know, that's where his heart should be. And for some of you, you're really open-hearted and you're just throwing your love out. But for others of you, there's like no heart there. And this love's just all kind of blown away. And somebody might have been wearing a false mask. Okay. You might be wearing a false mask because you might not be telling someone. Is there something you should be telling someone, Libra? Okay. That's what I said at the beginning of this. Is there someone I should be telling? You should be telling someone. It's like, what are you not telling someone? Are you not telling someone that you don't love them? Are you not telling someone, has someone ripped your heart out and you're not telling them that you do still love them? You know, are you still really, really focused on them? Or are you looking into the distance and just not acknowledging them at all? Or are you just not acknowledging your own feelings? Because it's all this love, but he's not, you know, he's not aware of his own heart. And is this you? Is that you? And it's like the 1 and the 4, if you add them together, you get 5. 5 is like conflict for me, and change and that kind of thing. But it's mainly conflict. And it's like, is this inner conflict with you, you know? You've got your wise owl, and then you're kind of putting on your, maybe you're putting a brave face on it. Maybe you're putting a brave face on it. This card kind of like mirrors the Hermit card to me, because it's like, you know, that poor little girl is looking so sad, and she's sitting away from everybody else, and she's sitting up there all on her own, and she wants attention. She's got her flag out and she's got her love floating around, and she's just like kind of stuck. She's in limbo, bless her. And maybe at the moment, and it's that again, that's the 5 card, so maybe you've got that conflict going on. Maybe you're not talking to somebody. Maybe there's no communication between you. Or maybe you're not listening to your heart, because the water's emotion. Maybe you're thinking with your head. You've got the 1 and the 5 there. So maybe this is inner conflict, and you're not, and it mirrors this one where you're kind of not listening to your heart and you're going with your head. And that's a 1 and a 4, and that's a 1 and a 5. You're being asked to come to the edge. You're being asked to take some risks. Okay, so 3 and a 6. It's a 9. So you're being asked to kind of like get over this and kind of move forward, but you're just not ready yet. You're just not ready to take those risks yet. You've got this one. Okay, some of you are. Some of you are getting there. Some of you aren't, because it's a 9. Okay, you've got this one, and this one is kind of the same vibe. There are opportunities for there to grab. She's got her fairy wings on. She could take risks, but some of you, you're still not, because you've got a 4 and an 8. So it's a 4. Some of you don't have that foundation yet. Some of you just built it. Some of you are building it, but some of you haven't got that foundation yet. This is the Pisces card for me, for various reasons. This is a Pisces card for me. So maybe you're dealing with Pisces. Maybe you're like me, and you have Libra and Pisces in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with one, or maybe you're just about to stop dealing with one because you have that 4 and 9. Maybe you're feeling trapped. This little ballerina to me always seems quite trapped. Okay, she can step out that box, but she doesn't. It's a little bit like the Devil card, where she can step out the box if she wants to, but she doesn't. And again, she's got that false face on. She looks really, really pretty, but she's got a mask on. She's not showing her true face. So maybe you're pretending to other people. Maybe you're putting a brave face on it. Maybe you're putting a brave face on it. And maybe somebody, maybe this King of Swords, is offering you, if you look, this, you know, there's this cat, and it's got a little love heart in its paw, and it's offering it to her. And he's offering commitment as well. I'm seeing this as commitment, kind of, this ribbon around its neck. But you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. You're not ready to step out your box and take your mask off yet. Some of you are, but it was in reverse, okay? So some of you are. And I think at the moment you've just got decisions to make. You're trying to sort out what you want. You're trying to sort out what you want, and you're not ready to move forward yet. You're not looking to get emotionally involved yet because you don't want to get hurt again. So you're staying by yourself. And you're kind of like staying in calmer waters and just hanging out with your friends and building your money. Right, that's what I've got for you, my lovely lovelies. And I will speak to you in the December readings and the last week of November reading. Have a great week, and I will speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.